Hey, how's it going guys? Just want to drop a really quick video to share with you guys some pretty important updates on the DeMark 9 indicator source code from TradingView. These updates will apply to all of you guys who are using the DeMark 9 indicator on TradingView right now. A lot of you guys have received the DeMark 9 source code from me last year after watching this video and have been using it on a regular basis ever since. I've received quite a lot of great feedbacks from you guys on this what I call the magic indicator. If this is the first time you're here, if you don't have the source code for this DeMark 9 indicator yet, or if you want to know more about how this DeMark 9 indicator works and why it is so powerful, I highly recommend you watch this video first. It will show you how to get the source code on TradingView for free. Do check it out. I will leave the link in the description below. Alright, so what is the issue right now and why do we need an update? Well, the major issue is that the source code we had in our previous video was written in PineScript version 2. PineScript is the TradingView native programming language. But recently, TradingView has upgraded their programming language from version 2 to version 5. And it can cause a lot of troubles if you're still using the old version of the codes. When you go to a TradingView and open the new Pine editor window, you will see this line which shows //version equals to 5. That means your source code has to be written in PineScript version 5. Your indicator will not work properly if your source code was still written in the older versions. For example, if right now you directly copy the DeMark 9 source codes I give you and paste them into the Pine editor, you will get an error message and your indicator will not show up on the chart. This is because in this version 5, TradingView has changed quite a lot of their programming language syntax from the older version, and we need to make some changes to our source code so that they can follow the latest version 5 syntax. But here's the good news. It's a super easy fix, and let me show you how to do it right now. The first thing we need to do is to change the declaration statement at the very beginning from study to indicator. When you see the text color changes from white to light blue, that means it works. Next, we need to predefine these two variables called TD and TS before we can use them in version 5. To do this is pretty easy and straightforward. All we need to do is to pre-assign a 0 value to both of them. So TD equals to 0 and TS equals to 0. Alright, now we have already defined TD and TS as two variables, so we need to make some changes to our previous assignments on these two variables. All we need to do is to add a column in front of the equal sign for both TD and TS. Cool, next, we need to make some small changes to this function called value when. All we need to do is to add a TE dot in front of the value when so that it can make sure this function will work in the version 5. Alright, the very last step is to make some changes on the color syntax in these plot shape functions. In PineScript version 5, we are no longer allowed to directly use the name of the colors as the value. We need to add color and a dot in front of the color names. Once we make these changes and click Save, we can see that this DeMark 9 indicator is working now, but there's still one small problem. We can see that the text color of 7 and 8 are still in blue, which is the default color, not the green or red, which are the colors we want. This is because in version 5, we need to add extra codes to define text color. All we need to do is to come back to plot shape function, add text color equal to color.red for TD up, and text color equal to color.green for TD down. And now, if we click Save, we can see that the DeMark 9 indicator is working perfectly on TradingView version 5 right now. If you're still using the old version of DeMark 9 indicator I gave you in my previous video, I highly recommend you to make all these changes and updates in your source code as soon as possible. Because if you don't, there will be some errors and your indicator will not be able to function accurately as what DeMark 9 indicator is supposed to do. And here's another great news. I also put all of this source code for version 5 into this new PDF file. You can download them using this link. It's completely free. I will leave the link in the description below as well, so that all of you guys can download the latest version and update your DeMark 9 indicator as soon as possible. Alright, that will be the end of this very quick video. I'm super stoked to be finally back on YouTube again. It has been a pretty crazy market recently, so please stay safe out there, guys. Again, if you are new to this channel, my name is Vic. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye for now.